Wow, look at the crowd.
Make them stop.
A huge shout of God Save the King. And so King Charles straight to the public to greet the people who have been waiting for so long, to exchange a few words with them as he arrives here at Buckingham Palace. King Charles III.
Actually, him shaking their hands.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to sort of touch the monarchy, but obviously he's. Seems so funny to see King Charles, doesn't it?
I know.
Interesting people of all ages, aren't they? Just looking at the faces.
After so long as Prince
Trying to
Charles.
Just identify.
Yeah.
There are a lot of British voices there, aren't there? I mean, normally at this time of the year, perhaps most of the people outside Buckingham Palace would still be tourists. But
Harry and Lily are certainly making sure to witness this historic moment.
Yeah.
So many people there gathered, wanting to just shake his hand. You can see the real sympathy with him as they stand there, the appreciation too, that he's come out here to greet people who have been waiting for so long.
yes. And I'm sure he will be touched and encouraged by the reception that he's receiving. All right, these are people who are perhaps committed and very much supportive of the monarchy. But you can see some faces which are clearly emotional. And as I was saying, there are people of every age and from all parts of society, and very supportive.
And all these shouts of God Save the King, something anyone under the age of 70 or in their 70s will
Yeah.
not have heard before.
At my age, yes.
But it's the real moment,
Yeah,
isn't it? It's the moment
is.
of change.
It
Hearing
is.
that.
Yeah, I remember God
Yes.
Save the King. I
It
remember
is.
singing the national
And this
anthem,
is
much finding it very
what we must
strange
now
to start
adjust to.
singing God
This
Save
is
the
now
Queen.
Oh
the
yeah?
reality of
Yeah.
our United Kingdom, which now has, as its head of state,
We sing the
A king.
national anthem now, we've
we
got to
haven't
sing God
known that,
Save
as we
the
say, for
King.
more than
haven't we?
70 years.
Yeah.
And it does take a little bit of getting used to, doesn't it? To have to say the king.
Send him
God save the
victorious.
king, yes, those shouts that we can hear.
So many hands outstretched, so many people.
Speaking of King Charles, our own Charles here is missing out. Charlie. Charles, you're missing out on the arrival of your namesake. Oh, be right back, Charlie. What's that?
Look at all those crowds, the aerial view.
Oh my word.
And the flowers there, you can see lined up by the railings.
No, I just tried to get
That,
Charlie
I
to come
suspect,
in
is
here and
just
watch
a
the arrival of
fraction
his namesake.
the number that we
Yeah.
will see there by the time the state funeral does take place. I don't
But he's
know
hiding.
I've
how
been calling
long
him Prince Charlie.
those authorities will
Now I have to
leave
call him
flowers
King
there,
Charlie, won't I?
but suspect
Yeah.
they may feel that they do need to leave them in place.
It does give you an idea of the crowds, the size of the crowds who will no doubt turn out across London.
Can you imagine what
In
the
10
coronation
days,
will be
so days'
like
time.
next year?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it will
And the
surpass.
funeral.
Well, who's to say that it will surpass the crowds that we saw for Diana's funeral or the Queen Mother's funeral? But it will be on a very, very big scale, a very large scale. I think we can say that without any doubt.
Where's Camilla? She's gone somewhere else, I think.
And the king has a busy few days, busy few hours, let alone days ahead of him. He will meet the Prime Minister this afternoon as king. He will make this address to the nation at about 6 o'clock. There's a service at St Paul's. And then tomorrow the Accession Council, which is the moment when he is proclaimed king. It's not by law, but it is a tradition, a centuries-old tradition that goes back very many centuries, the moment that the nation is told.
Yes,
has been passing.
all these traditional historical components coming together. As you say, the Accession Council, when normally the entire Privy Council comes together, but the Privy Council is now so large that I think there isn't room for them. So I think they've had to, if not ballot for it, they've restricted it to, is it 500 or 200? And then
Charlie. You're missing out, baby. Oh, baby boy. Oh. Oh, sounds like I missed something. Hang on.
a much older building than
What did I
Buckingham
miss?
Palace,
What did I
St
miss?
James's Palace, which of course used to be where Charles was based until
They're real
Queen
copies.
Mother's
They
death,
sound like
when he
real
then moved
copies
across
in
to
London.
Clarence House. But
Well,
yes,
this is in
and
London,
I
so what do you
I
expect?
think he will be. He really is going right down the line, isn't he?
Absolutely.
He doesn't want to disappoint anybody. And so many faces just sort of creased rather with sadness. Well, the tears will have been shed over the past 24 hours, won't they? In many households at the news, but this is the transition that we are witnessing, the different.
He's probably
Taking
doing this
place.
because he's putting off what he's
King
got to do
returning
that
to
when he gets
Buckingham
in the palace.
shaking hands with
He's got to address the nation.
those
Yeah.
people who have gathered there, people who are
And my little Billy.
whooping God Save the King and singing God Save the King.
Is he still on the bed, Charlie?
He's gone back under again.
Oh,
Somebody tried to do an interview. I'm not sure that will be taking place right now.
Well, a large protection officer wasn't
We'll
going
come
to
back
handle
later.
that.